Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good evening, everyone. Last week we talked about the Akasina. So we already talked about, based on the Akasina, one can attain 4 Rupa jhanas and another 4 Arupa jhana. So here is for those who have practiced the Akasina before in their previous life or in this life, they can use any type of art, patavi, which are not made up, not made purposely, such as a plough area or on a threshing floor. I don't know, as a Singaporean, you may not know all these terms. Plough area. Because here we are not ploughing, no? You don't have any ploughing area. Actually, it is just a art on, anywhere on the earth, no? So here, not made here me. Earlier, when we practice Patavi Kasina, we make a sake, right? Sake object, a sake one. Inside you purposely made, you put the art, right? So that you can see it as an object. But here, if you have practiced the Akasina before, you don't need to do purposely. Just looking at a ploughing field, just looking at the art on the ground, then you can get object of your mind. A threshing floor is especially for the farmer, if they want to get the rice, so they were, or they use what is it? When they want to cut the rice, and they will cut the paddy field, right? Paddy, then they were put on the ground. Normally we use cows to go around on them, so that the seed will go on the floor. Then you can remove the stand and everything. So that's the place where we made the rice and other seed. So of course nowadays we have a lot of machines, so we don't need that. Also some people, they use their hand and they will beat, right, to get the right. It's called threshing floor. So there is normally we have a one area to make this. So as you're looking at that area, is the art, right? Then one can concentrate on that. So by looking at the whole area, then you can recite art, or Patavi. Maybe in Singapore, and if you see one area which is no grass, no road, right? If you can see the art, so you can look at that area and concentrate on that. just recite earth, earth, earth. So you don't need to make a kasina purposely, right? Purposely. That's only if you have practiced Patui kasina before, right? Patui kasina before. So I think when we look at the water kasina, it will be clear, it will be clear. Water kasina, second one is the water kasina. For those who have practiced water kasina before, so the sign nimitta can be obtained, or the sign or nimitta can be obtained by just looking at water in a pool, water in a lake, or even the water in the ocean. So for those who are living in condominium, so you can see the water, what is it? A pool, right? Swimming pool. So you can look at from your veranda by looking at the water in the swimming pool. Actually, there shouldn't be nobody. There shouldn't be anybody inside. But if somebody, beautiful girls, are swimming, very dangerous. Here, meditation means there shouldn't be any attachment, right? Make sure that nobody inside the pool, right? So by looking at water in the swimming pool, so you can recite water, 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 right? And then you can practice this meditation. Of course, it shouldn't be very big one, right? Very big one. So water in a pool, swimming pool, or you can name it in Mandarin or in Pali. In Pali, it's the abo, 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 like that. Water in a pool, in a lake. But here in Singapore, we have some lake, right? So we can call it lake. So when you go there, so you can see, you can find one place, one area, right? So you may be sitting, is a higher place, higher place. Then just looking at water, you can try. Water, water, water. Because you must have practiced before. Here we call it parami. If you have a parami means perfection, right? Perfection. If you have a practice water kasina before in your previous life, or when you are young, then you can try. Even the water in the ocean, because here Visuddhimagga gave an example of one Bande, one monk called Chulasiva from Sri Lanka, and so he is a very famous monk. So people make a lot of offering to him. So many crowd approaching him. So he was disappointed. He was fed up with all this one, and he will leave everything behind, go to Boracay. From Sri Lanka to Boracay, there's no flight, so he have to take a ship, right? Ship. So on the way to Boracay, so we have to cross ocean. From the ship, he see, water in the ocean. So by just looking at water in the ocean, so he can get a sign or nimitta. Look at the water in the ocean, and all the attention go to the water. Then he closes his eye, so that image of the water appear in his mind, right? It's called nimitta. So based on that nimitta, he meditate on that, and he attain jhanas. Of course, this type of attainment he must have been practiced before a lot, So therefore, but here is not made up, not made up. Those who haven't practiced it before must look at the crystal clear water filled in the bowl or in the pot to its brain. It must be 10 inches wide. So you're trying to find out a bowl or a pot. So the what is it? 10 inches wide, Diameter should be 10 inches wide. It can be anything. A bowl or a pot. Then you fill a crystal clear water in it up to its brim, right? Then you sit down, maybe about a few feet away, maybe 2 or 3 feet away. So the color of water must not be mixed with that of 4 color kasinas. So blue color kasina, yellow, red, or white. So the color of the water must not be brown. Actually here, sorry, I haven't changed yet. This one is a brown one. Brown color, yellow color, red color, white color. It shouldn't be, the color of water shouldn't be those colors. Should not review neither the color of water nor its characteristics. So normally the color of water must be different, but shouldn't pay attention to that. And also we shouldn't think about the characteristics of water, the liquidity, right? Liquidity. So looking at that water in the bowl, we recite in the mind, Abo, Abo, Abo. That's in Pali. Or another synonym of water, Uttaka, 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 like that. In English, water, water, water. Just looking at, the water inside the pot. When the mind go away, then bring your mind to the water, right? That's the water casino. So if you by looking at the water in the pot, your mind is not going anywhere, then you can close your eye. Then visualize water in the pot. Even though you close your eye, you can still see the water inside the pot, right? In the pot. So that means it's called grab sign. So your mind able to grasp the sign of water, in the pot. Okanimeda. So in this level, the water is still moving. Maybe because of earlier, when you are seeing the water in the pot, because of the wind, maybe the water may be shaking, right? Moving. Or mixed with the water bubbles as defects of water casino. So you can visualize water in the pot, but the water in the pot is still shaking or moving, still mixed with the water bubble. So these are the defects of water casino. That means the water, even in the mind, is not stable yet. So in that level, it's called grab sign. Grab sign. Countable sign means the sign is unshaken, not shaken. Appear like a crystal clear mirror. Because of stable mind, the water kasina nimitta became stable, not shaken. So there is no defect of water kasina. So that means there's no water bubble. It became unshaken, appear like a crystal clear mirror. It's called counterpart sign. So unshaken, stable water kasina sign or nimitta. It's not a water, the original water anymore, right? It changed. It's stable and unshaken water kasina, right? While developing that counterpart sign, if 5 hindrances are removed, of course, as we earlier studied in the Akasina, Bhatuvika when the mind, when you can see counterpart sign, so that means unshaken, crystal clear water, 5 hindrances will be removed, one by step by step. So when the mind is not going anywhere, so the mind is fixed on the water kasina. One attain the first jhana. So like the kasina meditation, water kasina also bring forth 4 rupa jhanas. So based on the 4 rupa jhana, one can practice 4 arupa jhana as well. No? So water kasina also can produce 4 rupa jhana and 4 arupa jhanas. 4 arupa jhana. Okay, any question for this one? I have a question here. Please use microphone.
It should be the other one.
Oh yeah, this is sorry, not Okhanimita, it's copy. It's a Patibana, yes, Patibana Nimeta. Sorry, thank you. Need to change. Sometimes copy here and there. Any question? Patipaga Nimeta. No question. Huh? So the reason why we are practicing kasina meditation, later I will talk about it. I will talk about it. The next one is the fire kasina. Fire kasina. For those who have practiced fire kasina before, they can grasp the sign in any type of fire, such as the flame of a lamp in the shrine hall, forest fire, which is not made up, not purposely made. So, if you have practiced fire kasina before in your previous life or when you are young, so you can take any type of fire. Fire when you are cooking in the kitchen, right? So by looking at that fire, that one can get nimeta, nimeta. Observe your mind, observe your meditation. So in at the time of the Buddha, there is one monk called Chaitagoda. So before he do Uposatha Karma, or recitation in the Sima Hall, he looked at a lamp, the fire in a lamp. So by looking at that one, so he recite in the mind, Tejo, 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 or fire, fire, fire. Then he closes his eye, and that fire, fire or lamp appear in his mind, right? So by taking that nimitta, so he continue to practice. So that is called fire kasina, because they have practiced fire kasina meditation before. So those who haven't practiced fire kasina before, so they must use a made sign. You need to purposely make it by setting a heap of fire. So you need to make purposely. You bring the wood and you're trying to set the fire, right? The fire come in. Looking at the flame of fire through a hole in cloth or leather or map, which is 10 inches wide. So here, always must be sake one, because the sake hole is easier to look at, right? So don't forget that the meaning of kasina. Kasina means whole, right? You have to look at whole object. So you try to set the fire, right? Then you try to cover with the leather or with the cloth. Then you try to make 10 inches hole. Then you sit down at the upper body upright. Then look at, the flame of fire through that hole. Actually, ancient time, they have to do that. But nowadays, I think you can even, open in a TV, right? On a TV. not that much difficult, So you can open your TV, play your TV, then trying to see the flame of fire. But you have to make a special hole, right? Special hole. So that you see the flame of fire. So by looking at the flame of fire through a hole, then you recite in the mind, Tejo, Tejo, Tejo. Or fire, fire, fire. So then when you can, when the mind is not going anywhere, and you close your eye, you're trying to visualize fire, right? In your mind. So trying to recite in the mind, fire, fire, fire. Or Tejo, 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 like that. So later, if your mind able to grasp the nimitta, the sign of flame of fire, that's called Okanimetta. So at the time of Okanimetta, so a wave of fire appear one after another. So when you look at the flame of fire, right? So the flame arise one after another. It's not stable. So at this time, Okanimetta time, so the mind is not fully concentrated yet, right? So therefore, the object also not stable yet. And keep on trying to focus on fire nimitta. Fire nimitta. Ultimately, the fire becomes motionless. It will become like a cold fan or a cold column. So, because of the stable mind, the object of the mind also become stable, right? Stable. So just look at that stable flame of fire. So you just concentrate on that. Fire, fire, fire. So when the mind just focus on that fire kasina, then there's no five hindrances will disappear one by one. No? Then when the mind, focus on that nimitta only, and you will have a 5 jhana factors, right? So that means you attain the first jhana. So based on the first jhana, so you can practice further, then you can attain second jhana, third jhana, and fourth jhana. Fire kasina also will produce 4 jhanas. Right? So actually, this one also not very difficult, right? So we have to make fire, right? Make a fire. Then you use a leather or a cloth or a map or any object. Then make a 10 inches hole. So you look at flame of fire through that hole and recite in the mind, fire, fire, fire. So actually here, you will notice the purpose of meditation. Purpose of meditation is to pay attention to the one object, right? One object. When the mind go away, then bring back to the meditation object. Ultimately, the mind will be resting in the nimitta. Okay, any question? Anyone who practiced all these kasina meditation before? No, right? Myanmar, and some of them they try, but not very popular. In Thailand, some monasteries, they teach young samanera and students. Not all these one, they teach by using kala kasina. Later I will use kala kasina. For young students, easier for them to focus on, So the mind must be focused on that, right? For them, breathing meditation will be difficult. Another one is the air kasina. So air kasina can be practiced in 2 ways, 2 methods, by sight, by looking, or by touch. So here, we need to look at the top of a sugar cane or the top of bamboo trees, moving to and fro, and also the enter air, so the enter hair or somebody. So here you can imagine that we have a bamboo tree, right? Bamboo tree. When the air blows, the top of bamboo tree is, shaking to and fro, right? Shaking to and fro. Then you look at, normally, if the top of bamboo tree is, the same level of your eye, much better. Because if you are looking at like this, then tiring. If you look at like this, stay a little bit okay, right? So actually the top of bamboo tree must be eye level. So then when the air blows, then the top of bamboo tree is shaking, right? Moving. By looking at movement of bamboo tree, you know that the air is there. Air is there. So by looking at the top of bamboo tree, then you recite air, air, air. Or abo, abo, abo. Should establish mindfulness in this way. This way is striking on this place. This way is striking on this place, the top of bamboo tree. Top of bamboo tree. It is a little bit difficult, right? Difficult. Anyway, those who are interested can try. Because here the Buddha gave so many meditation methods because different people. Some people cannot do breathing meditation, right? And they can try other meditation method. Other meditation method. Right? So here, by looking at the top of bamboo tree, it is moving to and fro because of the air. So by looking at that, one way understand, so this wind is striking on the top of bamboo tree, right? Then just recite in the mind, air, 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 that's all. Then when the mind is not going anywhere, then close your eye, then just continue to practice, right? Recite in the mind, air, air, air. Here, the in-talk hair or a person. If you are a man, so you have to look at the hair of the in-talk hair or a man, right? Man. So if you look at hair or a woman, no, it's really, it may change in your mind, right? The hair is beautiful like that, you know. So we have to use the same, what was it? Sex, right? The same sex. So it's very important. But if you have full confidence, you can practice anywhere. So what I mean is, sometimes you may try, right? Somebody sitting, maybe sitting near the beach. So you can look at his or her hair, right? So by looking at the movement of hair, so you know that the wind is striking. So then air, 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 like that. This is practicing the sight and touch. So actually this is a very good way to practice meditation. This is a good type of meditation. So one can establish mindfulness where the wind touches a part of his body after entering by a by a window or by a hole in a wall, and recite air, air, air. I think you can practice it anywhere, right? When you have the air is blowing. Even here, sometimes I stand, one place, the air is moving. It's very, cool, very cool. Not practicing meditation, but we can practice, we can practice. When that touching all the air is apparent or prominent. So you can practice it. Maybe, so when you sit down in your veranda, in your house veranda, or near the window, so the air may touch to your body, then you close your eye, just concentrate on touching all the air on your body, right? So then you recite in the mind, air, 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 right? That's a good way to practice meditation, right? Sometimes you cannot detach, or you cannot feel your in-breath and out-breath on your nostril. So you can try this one, right? Then you need to sit down a place where the air will touch your body, right? Clearly. So when the air touch, just recite in the mind, air, air, air. So the mind, when the mind go away, then try to bring back your mind here. So here, the touching of air on your body, so that will be your meditation method, meditation object. That will be your meditation object. Then, the air is moving. The air is moving like a vapor heat from the rice cooker, just removed from oven. So actually here, no need to use oven, right? So you use a rice cooker, then when you open rice cooker, you will see the vapor heat, right, rising. So when you focus on the touching of air on your body, ultimately it will become a vapor heat. So a vapor heat will appear in your mind. So that will be grab sign. So that means the mind able to grasp the air, right? The air. Then when you continue to practice, then you will get counterpart sign. So that the vapor heat became quiet and motionless. So that motionless air will be your meditation object. Based on that meditation object, you continue to practice. The mind is not moving anywhere. Just focus on that quiet and moving air. Then when 5 hindrances disappear, when you have 5 jhana factors, then you attain the first jhana. Then you continue to practice second jhana, third jhana, and fourth jhana, right? So you can take up to Arupa jhana. So that will be Theravada. Okay, any question? Here, one question.
Bante, the air that you're referring, can it be, because my house, when I on the window, sometimes the air is very strong.
Very strong.
And it's blowing against your face. So, must be the air be slow or strong? Or another way is I sit onto a platform, I on the fan and blow on my face. Can I do that as a form of meditation?
Actually, very dangerous, I think. Because, I don't know whether you notice, suppose you are sitting down, you're doing meditation in your room, with the temperature 30, how you call it, 30, 30.
30 degrees Celsius, eh?
30 degrees, I don't know, in aircon where we 1 digit, right? Or 25, yeah.
25.
Normal time is very hot, right? Very hot. So you set 25. Then you do normal meditation, maybe breathing meditation. So when your concentration is getting higher, the consumption of energy consumption of your body getting lesser and lesser. You don't need so much energy. Then that aircon will become very cold. Very cold. Similarly, when you are practicing air kasina meditation by using very strong wind, strong wind, I think I mean just a mind thinking. Actually, it's not mentioned in the Visuddhimagga. So when you're using very strong wind, I think the body cannot take it, because the more we have a stable mindfulness and strong concentration, the touching of the air is getting clearer, right? So strong wind is touching your body, then I think your body cannot take it. So I think the touching of the air shouldn't be very strong one. It's just a normal one.
Understand. Thank
Even
you.
the fan is much worse because it can cause because as I earlier said that, so when our mind is concentrated, more mindfulness, more concentrations, we need less energy. When the aircon, temperature is very strong, then it can affect your body, right?
So, Bhante, so it means when you meditate, let's say you meditate in the open air, you can just use your body to feel the air moving around you. You don't have to be a specific air coming towards you.
No need. Just maybe we need to, you need to keep one place on your body, right? It can be your hand or it can be your face, right? So there is touching to your body. Maybe sometimes when we are going to some places like beach, right? And the air maybe very normal air is touching to your body. Then we can try.
Okay, thank you.
Then here one, wait for a while, maybe just for knowledge. One meditation master said that his own experience, he eat the food mindfully. When he is eating the food mindfully, so the food is more tasty because full of mindfulness. Similarly, so when we aware of touching on air on your body, more clear, right? Similar thing actually. Okay.
Okay, I want to check. So when you are sitting there meditating through breathing, right, certain air, and there's gusts of wind flow, and then it's really cold in the morning. Yes, I must agree. And you will say cold air, and then you can shift your attention to the air and forget about the breathing side.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
So we have to take only one object. So if you are doing breathing meditation, forget about the wind outside. So then if you want to practice this one, the air kasina meditation, then shift your mind to the touching the air. Right? Okay. No question, right? So let's move to the Kala Kasina. So the first one is the brown Kasina meditation, Nila Kasina. Brown color one. Actually, we can say that is a maroon color. Maybe similar to this one, maroon color. Maybe similar to this one, maroon color. Trying to apprehend the brown or maroon color sign in a flower or in a cloth or in a color element. So here also we need to differentiate between made up and not made up. So we need to practice looking at a brown color flower or a brown color cloth or anything brown color wall or anything, right? Anything. So here, not made up. So by looking at a bush with the brown flowers, a brown flower separate out on the altar table, or any brown cloth or gem. So when you go to the flower dome in Garden by the Bay, right? You can practice. So they are brown color flowers, right? There's a group of ground color flower. Oh, by the way, when I go to what is it? Flower dome, right? Flower dome. But inside there is one very good place to meditate. Because it's under above there are some trees, some trees. Underneath wooden chairs. And also the air is very cool, I think you can go and meditate. It's a very good place. Even though the people are, actually it's not very noisy, It is situated in the, not crowded place, What I want to say is can practice meditation anywhere. Especially when you want to practice brown color kasina. So you look at brown color flowers, right? Just look at the brown color flower. So recite in the mind, the brown, or nila. Or maybe if you look at somebody, maybe you are sitting at the back of Ari Helen, he wear the brown color one. It's a maroon color, right? Maroon color. Huh? Yeah, I think a similar one, this one, similar one. Somebody who is sitting behind him, so look at his back, then meditate, brown, or maroon, right? So that's but of course it's not made up, right? You must have practiced before. Or you can look at brown color flowers on the order table, right? Sometimes, here is very rare, right? Very rare. Anyway, sometimes you may have a brown color flowers on the order table. By just looking at that, then you can practice this meditation. Or maybe a simple way is to make a brown color sake wine, right? And put it on the wall. I have seen a picture of young Samanera who are practicing this one, Kalakasina. So his teacher put a small sake color one at the front. So they have to look at that one. Suppose if sake object in front of them is a brown color one, so just recite brown, or nila. That's all. Don't need to do anything. When the mind go away, then bring back your mind to the meditation object. So then, the mind is not going anywhere. Then you close your eye. You can try to visualize brown color sake wine. Then recite in the mind, nila, right? So that is a made up one. You specially made it. But here in ancient time, so they are not using paper. So therefore, Usarimaka mentioned a practical method for the meditator monks who are living in the forest. So in the forest, they can get those brown color flowers, right? They need to fill brown flowers on a tray or on a basket with the petals upward. Fasten a piece of brown cloth over the ring of tray or basket. that you can visualize. So trying to collect brown color flowers, right? So trying to tie, piece of brown color cloth over the ring or tray or basket. So just looking at that brown color flowers, so one can practice, right? One can develop mindfulness and concentration. Or he can make a brown colored disc on a wall or on a cloth. So this will be easier, right? This will be easier. But nowadays, so you can print brown color paper and make a circle one, right? 10 inches wide and put it on the floor. Maybe if you are serious, then you can paint, brown color on the right. So that will be easier, If you are serious, if you are not, don't do that, right? So looking at brown color kasina, recite in the mind, nila, 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 or brown, brown, brown. Right? So here is one important difference between Burmese edition and Sri Lanka edition. So the word nila has to serve for the English blue, green, or sometimes black. So actually is in the footnote of Visuddhimagga mentioned this one. Normally in Visuddhimagga translate the word nila as a blue color. So I follow blue color one, but now I'm trying to follow the Burmese translation. Normally we translate as a maroon color. Later I will explain the reason why. So when you look at the Sasana flag, you will see we have a 6 color, right? 6 colors. So one of them is the blue color one. Sasana flag, right? You know that. So in our celebration, we trying to put this flag, right? Buddhist flag. I would say the Buddhist flag, right? Flag. So in the flag, so they have a 6 colors. It represents the radiance of the Buddha. 6 color radiance of the Buddha. So one of them is a blue, according to Sri Lankan tradition. So therefore, in the flag, they use the blue color one. In Myanmar, we don't use that blue one, maroon color one. So that Buddhist flag was invented by American Buddhists. And then those who learn in YMBA, Kane Oko. Have you ever heard of that one? Kane Oko. You forgot? In YMBA, you have to study Kane Oko, the one who invented Buddhist flag. Still remember, right? The diploma, I don't know where. Is it diploma or, you didn't study, right? Not diploma. So, American, they invented a Buddhist flag because to use in some celebration, right? Buddhist celebration. So therefore, in celebration in our temple or anywhere, so we use Buddhist flag, right? Mandan, according to Sri Lanka, blue color. According to Burmese, brown color one, or maybe maroon color one. Later, I will explain the reason why. Okay, here, the word nila has to serve for the inlet blue, green, and sometimes black. I don't know altogether, or maybe it may not be. I don't know the mixture of the color. Which color it became? Because the radiant appear in the body of the Buddha. When the Buddha opened his mouth, his teeth is so clear and so white that white radiant color appear. Right? Then the Buddha color is golden color. Golden color. So from that, from his body, then golden color, and in other words, yellow color, radiant appear. Right? Then from the eye, the eye, brown color appear. Because the eye of the Buddha is black color one, right? Here, black, right? Black color one. So actually, we are not using black color. We are using nila, brown color radiant appear. So for that reason, so nila should be a brown color one. So later I will also explain the reason why. Okay, so now, so we are looking at brown color kasina. Then when you can concentrate on that, so you have a grab sign, so the mind able to grasp the nimitta, brown color kasina. So by that time, actually here now we are looking at the flower. So by that time, stamens and stalk of flower and the gap between the petals are still apparent, because you are still looking at the original bunch of flower, right? A bunch of flower. So when you focus on that, then you have a counterpart sign. So by that time, a smooth brown color kasina sign appear, just like a crystal fan, just like a brown color, a crystal fan. So here also, based on counterpart sign, then you can continue to develop your mindfulness and concentration then until you attain the first jhana, second jhana, etc. Right? So that will be the brown color kasina. And we also have other color kasina, like a yellow, red, and white. So the rest of the three color kasinas are more or less the same. So you can look at, one has to use respective colors for these color kasina meditation. So when you want to practice yellow color kasina, so you have to look at yellow color flowers, right? Or yellow color cloth, yellow color wall, right? If you want to practice red color, you have to choose red color one, right? Like that. So object of your meditation is a color kasina object. Okay, any question? So color kasina here.
Hello, Bhante, can I know, do we need to know, do we have to pick a particular kind of kasina that's suitable for ourselves? Or how do you know which is correct for ourselves?
Oh, I think you can give it a try. If you like yellow color, then you try yellow color one. But according to Visuddhimagga, color kasina is suitable to everybody. Color kasina, suitable to everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we can choose the color we like, right? Some people may like a maroon color one. Some people may like white color, you know, it depends, right? So the main thing is when you are using white color, so you have to make a 10 inches circle one, right? Circle one. So that you need to try to make the wall and casino object must be different color, right? Different color. So the object must be distinguished, right? Easy to look at. Okay.
So Bante, for the first three rupa that we learned on the casino just now, the earth, the water, and the fire, there's a clear edges because we create a circle holes or something like that.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to the fourth one, the air,
Air.
there is no shape. So how does the nimitta looks like? Just curious. There's no,
Yeah,
and
it's
including
very-
the colors. Are we also like? Do we need to draw the edges to basically limit the objects of the color?
When we talk about air casino, by sight, by touch, right? So I think the nimitta will be different one, just like a how to say what is it? The heat appear. So when you open the cooker, right? Rice cooker, then you open. How to say that? Yeah, the air. You know, sorry, steam will appear, right? Similarly, when you practice touching all the air on your body, so the air nimitta will appear in the mind. Maybe it may be similar to the, you know, the air, steam, right? You know, the air like a cooker. It may not be circle one. So when the air touch your body, it may be different to one person to another, right? Or maybe it may be different from one sitting to another sitting. It depends on the place you sit down, right? When the case of Kalakasina, so it's similar one, 10 inches circle one, because it's easier to see, right? So if you have practiced that Kalakasina before, so you don't need to make purposely. So just look at, even look at your clothes. So can practice, right? Even look at the white color cloth, can practice. Okay. Another one is the light casino. The light casino. So here you can see the light, right? The light. Not made it. The sign can be apprehended by seeing the circular light projected on a wall or on a floor, by sunlight or moonlight or electric light entering through a hole in a wall. But here also should be a hole, you know, circle hole. It is easier to look at, right? So when it is a very long shape, may not be easy to focus on, right? Maybe sometimes the spotlight, you know, the light of the spotlight appear on the ground. When it is stable, you can look at that, right? So the light. You don't need to make purposely. or in the morning, so you can see the light, sunlight on the floor. So just looking at that one. But the light may be moving, slowly. It's not a very good meditation object. For that, it's better to meditate. So what to do here, according to Visuddhimagga, can light a lamp inside a pot. Close the pot mouth and make a hole, maybe 10 inches hole in it. Place that hole facing the wall so that the circular light appear on the wall. It's a kind of projector. Projector in ancient time, ancient time. So the main point is circular light appear on the wall, right? So we just look at that circular light. As we are putting a lamp inside the pot, so that circular light is not moving, right? Stable, take time. In that way, is the best for meditation. But nowadays, you don't need to do that, right? You can use electric light, right? The main thing is must be project on the wall, circular light. Looking at that light circle, reside in the mind, aloka, 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 or light, light, light. Then a normal circle light projected on the wall or on the ground. So that means you close your eye, then trying to visualize circular light, then trying to continue to reside in the mind. Light, light, light. Then the image of circular light appear in your mind. It is a normal circular light projected on the wall or on the ground. But when you can concentrate on that, you will have a counterpart sign. So that is a compact, bright, and only cluster of light. The wall disappear. Only circular light, which is compact, bright, appear in your mind. The wall totally stop, disappear. Because our attention is circular light. Because of that, the wall disappear. So based on that compact and bright circular light, then you can develop mindfulness and concentration. Ultimately, you attain jhana. Right? So that is the light casino. Okay, any question for this one? Okay, next one is a limited space casino. Actually, a space casino. So when we talk about arupa jhana, we learn unlimited, right? Infinite space. But this one is limited one. So not made up. If you have practiced before, so you can concentrate on the hole in a wall, or in a window, So you open your window, then look at that hole, which is not circle one, it's square, right? You can look at that square hole. Just reside in the mind. Space, space, space. Or even a keyhole. In earlier time, in ancient time, so keyhole is very big. So you can see, right? When you do not put the key, then you can see, you can see a keyhole. Right? This is not made up. So when you see a hole on a wall, then you can focus on that. Then reside in the mind, space, 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 or akasa, akasa, akasa. So when you are making a meta one, you make a hole in a well-thatched hat, or in a piece of leather, or in a map, or in a cloth, and so on. It should be 10 inches wide. Should be 10 inches wide. So this one is a span and 4 fingers. Is a Usori Mag. Written in Usori Mag. Actually, it's a 10 inches. 10 inches. So you make a hole on a leather, or on a wood, right? So just look at the hole, 10 inches hole, that reside in the mind. Akasa, akasa, or space, space, limited space, space. Looking at hole reside in the mind, space, space, space. So when you have a grab sign, then you close your eye, trying to see that space. Then by that time, so you will see the whole or the space together with the wall, or together with the leather. But you cannot extend that 10 inches hole, no? 10 inches space. So here, imagine that you make a hole in the leather. You look at that hole, 10 inches hole. Then all your attention go to there, space, space, space. Then you close your eye, then you visualize that hole, space, space, space. At the time of grab sign, so you cannot extend that space or that hole. Then continue to practice. So when you attain counterpart sign, it will appear in the mind as the only circular space. The wall, the leather, or map totally disappear, only the space, 10 inches space. Then you can extend that 10 inches space according to your wishes. You can extend with your mind, no? For 10 inches, 1 feet, 10 feet, or the side of Mangala Vihara like that, the side of Singapore like that, right? You can extend. And also you can make it smaller, you know? That's your counterpart sign. Then you attain jhana. So altogether, 10 kasina meditation method. So the main thing is we use one object for our mind, you know? So that is called kasina meditation. Kasina meditation. Okay, any question? Okay.
Bante, I think 2 weeks ago or last week, Bante mentions that for arupa jhana, it can only be achieved through like kasina meditation.
You're right.
So from here, I mean, how is it related to the arupa jhana? Is it because of the expansions of the kasina object? I mean, the nimitta?
Yeah. So the first arupa jhana is to see the infinite space, right? Infinite space. So if you want to attain arupa jhana, so you don't need to practice this one, you know? You don't need to practice this one. Then you can practice the other 9. Then when you attain the 4th jhana, so the object or kasina object is a bright and luminous circle, right? Then you can extend as much as you want. Then you are trying to tell your mind, so that nimitta is a space. Trying to change the mind, you know, the space. So then, if you no longer have the perception of kasina nimeda, then you attain the first arupa jhana. Arupa jhana. It's called like that. Okay. Okay, then so we have a benefit of kasina meditation method. Why? So we need to practice 10 meditation object, 10 kasina meditation object. So the first one, so the akasina, if you attain jhanas based on the akasina, you will have the ability to walk on the water without sinking, as if it were on the earth, right? Because the mind is very powerful. So the mind, after practicing kasina, if you want to walk on the water, so you need to enter Patwi kasina. You need to try to attain the 4 jhana. Then, so you perform miracle, abhiññāna. So the water became like the earth, right? So that will be the purpose of practicing kasina, the kasina meditation method. If you do not attain, if you do not practice the kasina, so you cannot go on the water. You cannot walk on the water. And to sit cross the leg. So sometimes meditator may want to sit with the crossed leg on the air, right? On the air, right? On the air. Or to travel in space like a bird, like a bird. So because we can walk on the ground, right? On the ground. We can walk on the air. So to walk on the air, you need to enter jhanas by practicing the kasina meditation. So that will be the purpose. Another one is the water kasina. By practicing water kasina, then you will have the ability to dive in and out of the earth as if it were water, right? So you can look at Digha Nikaya, first volume, page number 78. So actually it is mentioned about the different type of miracles, supernatural power. Then you can dive into the water, onto the earth, as if it is water, right? So actually it's the power of the mind, power of the mind. Also causing rain, storms, creating rivers and seas, making the earth and rock shake. That is without attaining without attaining the 4 jhana through water kasina. So you cannot perform all these one, or this one. Then fire kasina. So you attain the ability to produce smokes and flames, countering fire with the fire. The ability to burn only what one wants to burn. So here, I don't know whether you have heard of the story of Venerable Moggallana. When the Buddha went to Tawatensa, on the way, one very big and very powerful dragon, Nandopananda, and trying to block the way. He is very powerful, therefore, Venerable Moggallana trying to compete supernatural power with the dragon. So we need to enter the 4 arupa jhana, the 4 rupa jhana by using the fire kasina. So in that way, he can produce smoke and flames, to counter dragon, countering fire with the fire. Then ultimately, the Nandopananda dragon, is subdued, right? Subdued. You can see the story in our Shrine Hall wall, So we have 8 victory of the Buddha. One of them is a victory on Nandopananda, dragon. So need to use this fire casino. And also banning up the body at the time of attaining Nibbana. So San Arahant, so they make a determination. After they die, let their body cremated with the fire by entering the fire casino meditation. So one of them is the Venerable Ananda. So Venerable Ananda was left. Many people left him. I think it's very pleasant to everyone. So therefore, men, women, monks and nuns, so they left him. And also, Venerable Ananda is from Kapilavatthu, right? He's a Sakyan. So in the Sakyan, they have a lot of some country like a Kapilavatthu, Kolia, another one I forgot. No, so there's a one river called Rohini. So Sakyan from Kapilavatthu, Sakyan from Kolia. So they left Venerable Ananda. So they requested him to die in their place. Then Venerable Ananda make a determination. When I die, then my body go up and cremated by itself. And after cremation of the body, and half of the relics go to the Kapilavatthu, another half go to Kolia, like that. So then he need to enter the fourth jhana by using fire casino, right? Fire casino like that. Another one is air casino, going with the speed of the wind, causing with the storm, etc. Here, brown casino, Nila casino. So the power to create a black form, causing darkness. So here, when we are using this color, maroon color, when we cover with the maroon color, became dark. The root became darker, right? Darker. So when we cover with the blue color cloth, the root will become brighter, right? Brighter. So that's the reason why we prefer brown color casino, brown color one, or maroon color one. So if you look at this one, I think you will see brown casino. Maybe one reason Sri Lankan they translate as a blue color one. Nila also sapphire. Normally sapphire has a blue color one, right? Blue color one. Based on that, they translate as a blue color casino. And Nila also, we also have a maroon color sapphire, right? Also brown color sapphire, the both color, both color. Okay, so another one is a yellow color by yellow casino. So by practicing yellow casino, you will have the power to create yellow forms, or resolving that something should be gold. Then you can create a lot of gold. So if you can, yellow casino. The another is the red color casino, the power to create red forms. And the white casino, the power to create white forms, removing slothing torpor. White color can remove slothing torpor, right? Dispelling darkness, causing the light for the purpose of seeing visible object with the divine eye. So if you enter the white kasina, then you can see some of the things which are very far away because of this one. Suppose if you want to see somebody in US, then you can enter this white kasina, attain the fourth jhana, then you can with the power of white color, so you can see, somebody you want to see like that. Another one is the light kasina, the power to create luminous form. Here also, removing slothing torpor, dispelling darkness. So if you practice the light kasina, and you can perform supernatural power by performing, to dispel darkness, right? So that people can see, people can see each other in the night time. No need electricity, You can use this meditation method. Causing the light to see visible object with the divine eye. Then space kasina, revealing the hidden object, living inside the earth and rock by creating a space inside them, traveling and unobstructed through the wall. So when you practice space kasina meditation, then you can go through the wall, right? So there will be no obstruction to you. Obstruction. If you are going crowded place, right? You can go quickly without touching people, like that. That's the purpose of entering space kasina, right? Here, the main purpose is by using particular object, we develop mindfulness and concentration. So that will be the purpose, right? So performing miracles, that will be byproducts, actually. The main purpose is to attain jhanas, right? To attain jhanas. So different people have a different disposition, mental state, right? So they can choose their own preference. That's the reason why we will turn kasina meditation object. Okay, any question? So when you want to explain arupa jhana, so we have to know the kasina. Without knowing 10 kasina, you cannot explain arupa jhanas, right? Arupa jhanas. Okay, so that's all. Let's call it a tea. Yo varatam pavaro manu jesu sakyamuni bhagavakata kecho paragato bala vidiya samangi Dan sugatan saranatamu ragavi ragamaninjamasokan dhammamasangatamapadikulan marurami Mambakunan su Satipatthana Dhamma Mimam Saranathamupemi Yathachari Namaha Palamahu Chatusu Sisu Purisa Yugesu Attacha Bogala Dhammadasate Sangami Mansaranathamupemi Satu, satu, satu. Good night, everybody.